a shower this morning, which is kind of pointless. I got a mouthful of dirt. Good early morning to you all. Look at this magnificent foggy day. Today I am putting into action some of the research I've done. I found a nice bedrock outcrop on Google Maps. This bedrock outcrop is in an area where there is known gold. So we're going to see if there's any gold on this outcrop. With a bit of luck, there will be. Let's hike there. I'm going to make it really easy for you. Ready? I had to stop that a little bit earlier because I came across a dry tributary with some crevices in it. We'll see what's in here before we go too much further. We're in luck, we've got gold. You're probably not going to be able to see it. There is one little nano dot right where that graphic is. And that just means if this is a tributary feeding that, there's going to be gold in the main section of that creek. So without further ado, I think we keep pushing on. That bush was so thick, it was ridiculous. This is a very popular creek, but this spot is very remote. And I stopped seeing people's screen piles and high banker piles and whatnot over a kilometre ago, and it's all disappeared to what looks like pristine, untouched country for a long time. And I think I've made it. After having a quick look across that bedrock, there's nothing terribly obvious that will be easy to go out there and just scratch out. So I started looking in the creek and I found this. Just down here, that's all bedrock. And in and amongst this tree here, there's a nice deep crevice with what looks like a whole heap of rock jammed into it. So I might get my yabby pump in there and see if we can't clean that out. Yar, they call me Wetbeard. I have found a crevice. This is the only one on this entire bedrock section that looks like it's worth working. A lot of the other ones are very shallow with no dirt in them. I don't particularly want to move these trees out of the holes, so I'm going to work in between sections. I want to work between this tree and this tree, just in there, and then I won't touch in here, so it's still got plenty of dirt for root systems, and then maybe we'll touch up there. We'll find out, and then we'll probably have to go to a different spot to get some gold, because it just didn't turn out how I thought it was, but that's okay. This is reality YouTube. As I suspected, there was going to be gold in there because that root ball is not going to let go of anything that fell in there, but it's all very fine stuff, very, very fine stuff. Obviously lots of black sand I've got going on here. I've got gold actually trailing away down here. You're probably not going to be able to see it's that fine, but try and get enough of it in one spot that you can. I hope you can see some of that on camera. There is about 20 specks just there. They're all very little though, very, very little. I cannot get it to pick them up. I am sorry about that. I'll take a photo for you at the end of the day anyway, so you'll see it all. But that goes to show you that a crevice running the right way and packed tight full of anything, rocks or roots or anything like that, is going to hold on to gold. So me and my wet beard are probably going to head upstream and we're going to go find some other crevices that I already walked past. Today is going so well. Haven't found much gold yet. Got really wet because my old Yabby pump decided to turn into a super soaker. I just realized I lost my sunnies. All right, I've come back to a spot you've already seen on camera, just here. Now, I did a video on this. I pulled out some very good gold, but it is where my sluice decided to float away on me and I lost about half of it. There's still plenty of dirt to work in here, in this area under those big rocks, and obviously it's sloping that way, so there's even more potential going over there. Let's find out what we can get. Right, I stripped the overburden, just the loose stuff. There's nothing very impressive looking in that. And I just hit a layer of relatively firm grayish clay, and that's the start of the layer that I really want to be working. So I'm going to do test pans from here on out, and if they're no good, I'll keep stripping down until we get down to about that depth. Just from the first pan I got, that's better than all the other pans I've done this morning. So I've got about 10 bits of gold in there. Just little, just running up this edge, and that means that the gold's still continuing as it was before. I'm going to probably work from that position down, so I'm going to pan like hell from now on, and when we get to the bottom we should see some nice color. I've left the camera off because it's far easier for me to work greater quantities of dirt and not film at the same time. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a catch up as we go. I have cleared this area from about here down, so about 3 inches, was decaying bedrock, and my shovel just broke it up and it completely disintegrated. I got some alright gold out of it. I've got to clean it off properly with a brush and sweep it onto this hole. All my concentrates are slowly getting more and more and more. I'll tell you what, there's a lot in there, and we're going to take it down to the creek very soon once I finish this hole and do a nice cleanup. I may have finally hit the bottom. It was a long way down. We've just hit this very, very sticky pipe clay down there, and I'm going to do 1 pan of that, but I want to do in some clear fresh water to show you guys what might be down the bottom of this hole, and so I can see it, because it's really annoying panning in a mud puddle. Look at the size of that black sand. That is huge. Now, big black sand means decaying granite, which we already knew, and it means usually it's the heaviest stuff and it's going to be right at the bottom. I can already see a little bit of gold. Probably not going to be the best pan in the world, but I imagine it'll be better than everything else. Let's find out. Yeah. Oh, ha, 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 ha. I think that's the first gold you guys have seen all day. Look at that. That is really, really decent gold for this spot. Very, very chunky for this area. It's interesting that it means that there's obviously we're obviously very close to the bottom of that hole, and that's the layer that we really want to work with. And we've obviously picked up gold throughout the rest of it, but it's not as good as that. That is some nice chunky stuff. Let's continue working, shall we? I've got something I wanted to share with you guys. Very occasionally I come across a YouTuber or a channel that is really good. It's got fun content, and the person behind it's got a lot of personality and all that sort of stuff. And you know, I watch watch a lot of prospecting YouTube videos, and this guy has what it takes. I think in the future we're going to see some really good videos from him. I think we're going to see some very, very nice gold. So while he's still in his infancy, I would like you guys to go and check out Busted Knuckles Prospecting. He's an Australian guy. He's up in New South Wales, and some of the crevicing he's done has been absolutely amazing. And he's just starting to put together his videos with a little bit more skill and finesse, and I think this channel could grow quite large. So give it a look. The link is in the description. Well, the gold continues exactly the same. Every single pan I've done from the bottom has got very chunky gold, and that's very rare for this spot. This area has very fine gold, again indicative of granite. So getting bits like that is really cool. It's really, really awesome. I'm actually super excited about to see bits that big in this creek. Now I'm going to run a little bit of a cleanup. This pan and this pan have two different styles of use, and for a cleanup you really want to use the pocket pan. The pocket pan's front lip is higher. Its ridges inside the actual pan itself are quite a bit deeper than what they are on the big pan. This is for running and gunning. The idea is to like get all your concentrates, and this one works so much better for your cleanup. So use one of these, pan back into another one, so use this and then pan back into this one, and then you can go over it and check it again and again and again to make sure that you got everything. But when you're dealing with heavy black sands and very fine gold, use the pocket pan. Well, there you go. Not overly many speckaroonies. There's a couple just there and one just there. Probably a good time for me to call it quits. Maybe the gold hadn't pushed that far over. I don't know, but at least I got a couple of specks from it. Cleanup time. I know for a fact I'm going to have to go through all the concentrates I'm panning off, so I'm going to take them all home. You always miss a little bit of gold. There's nothing you can do about it. But I have to say, it is really exciting when you look in your little pocket pan and you see that at the back there. Oh, nice little line of color. Well guys, me and Grizzly are absolutely cooked. Look at him, he's sleeping like a beautiful puppy. We've had a really, really big morning. Hiking down to that new bedrock section that we found on Google Earth, that was awesome. It does show you the power of satellite imagery. I didn't know that was there, and obviously no one else did. It was very hard going just to get in there. And even though this one didn't work out, the next one that I find very well could, and that's what it's about. So make sure that if you've got a local spot that you go to, jump on Google Earth, jump on Google Maps, have a look, and you might just find an area that no one else has touched. Thank you very much for watching the video. I'm about to show you all the gold. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy my channel, and the thumbs up, because that helps me grow the channel bigger and better for you guys. Also, have a look at my Patreon account if you haven't already, because we give away great prizes every second month. All right, guys, I hope to catch you out here sometime. Check out this gold, and I'm out.